Let's talk menopause. Menopause is an important milestone in a woman's life. And this series on menopause is meant to create awareness about menopause, understanding the physiology, and how to deal with the issues of menopause. Hi, all. Thanks for joining us today. I thought of starting this program to create awareness on menopause because I felt that a lot of women are either misinformed or are not informed about menopause. Today we have with us Dr. Vikram Talaulikar, who is a MD from Goa Medical College and a PhD holder and a fellow of Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. He's a specialist in reproductive medicine and he's a senior clinical lecturer at University College of London. He is a trainer for British Menopause Society Principles and Practice of Menopause Care. So today we shall be hearing it from him about menopause, everything that we need to know about menopause. Welcome, Dr. Vikram Talaulikar. And I think now we start with our conversation on menopause. Doctor, what do you think about menopause, or rather what happens during menopause and why menopause happens at all?
Thank you, Babita. First of all, this is a very good initiative. So thank you for taking these steps so that more and more women can access this information and seek help if they need. Menopause has been a subject which has been taboo, which has not been explored as much as it should have been over the years or decades. One of the reasons for that is because it's thought to be something that is physiological and something that women should put up with. But things are changing, especially in the last couple of decades. We've seen that there have been lots of changes in relation to knowledge regarding menopause. One of the reasons menopause is really important is because almost all women will spend about 1/3 of their life being menopausal. The life expectancy has increased. So if you look at a woman's life, the first 25 years, the next 25 years, and the final 25 years for an average lifespan of 75, the last 25 will all be in the menopausal stage. So that's why the importance of giving enough knowledge to women about what they can do so that they remain in good health during the last 25 years or so. Menopause happens because ovaries stop producing hormones. It's thought to be the end of the reproductive lifespan. So the ovaries contain eggs, and ovaries also make hormones. And the woman has got a set number of eggs right at the time of birth. So the woman will keep using her eggs until she reaches a stage where the eggs are no longer there. There's no egg formation happening. And so the hormones start becoming lower. And there are three key hormones which drop as a woman approaches menopause. You have the estrogen, you have the progesterone, and you have the testosterone. So all three hormones become less and less and less as the woman will approach 50, and of course, postmenopausal, there will be no more hormone production. And this stops a woman's periods. That phase, that whole transition is the menopausal transition.
Okay, so this is what happens actually, and why menopause happens. So now, what happens in menopause in a woman's body?
So once the hormones are not being made by the ovary, the body senses that there is no longer estrogen in the body, no longer testosterone in the body. There are two things that will happen. The woman, first of all, will experience some symptoms and signs. And of course, the second bit is it will have some impact on her long-term health. Symptoms and signs, there are so many. In fact, menopause is associated with more than 35 symptoms. And most women may not recognize that what they are actually having is a symptom of menopause. They often think it's a result of stress, it's a result of the situation, it's a result of something they have had in their diet, but it's actually the lack of hormones that triggers so many symptoms. I'll just mention some of the commonest one which most women will face. So the common one that we attribute to menopause are hot flushes, so feeling of intense heat.
That is vasomotor symptoms, right?
Right, absolutely. So hot flush is characterized by sudden increase intense sensation of heat, which affects the back of the neck, the starts on the body or sometimes at the forehead. There is sweating, often at night, which we term as night sweats or sweats associated with the hot flushes. There is often difficulty in sleeping, so sleep becomes an issue. The quality of sleep becomes low. Physical symptoms also include changes in the skin becomes dry, there's dryness of eyes, the nails will become very brittle. There are other symptoms, for example, the libido will drop, the energy level, the fatigue will set in, and so energy levels are very low. Another important aspect is psychological symptoms. Most women start getting palpitations, feeling like they have a lot of anxiety. There is increase in incidence of low mood, often wrongly diagnosed as depression at this point in time, but it's actually because of lack of hormones. And there are some local symptoms like vaginal dryness or bladder issue, going to urination more frequently or leaking during passing urine. So those sort of symptoms are altogether part of the menopause.
Doctor, here I have a question for you. What I have noticed, because I myself have gone through many of these symptoms, when I underwent an operation about 2 years back. But in India, doctor, it's our major concern that menopause, an important issue like this, is not addressed properly. What is the myth or what is the fear about not talking about this, or rather not addressing it to treat it?
You're right. I think, as I said before, menopause has been a taboo subject. It's something that is often not talked about, not just among, say, women of same age, but also between women of different ages or at workplace or between partners. This may be just a cultural thing. It may be something that's gone down the generations. I come across patients who often say they've got a lot of symptoms, but nobody in the family would recognize those. They wouldn't attribute them to menopause and often say, don't worry, you just have to deal with this and you get on with things. So that sort of an attitude will change, and changes are happening. Transformation is happening. What is required is awareness, is to make more and more women aware that this is a phase of life where hormones will dip, you will have certain challenges, some symptoms, some impact on health, and you can do lots of things to protect your health, to make your quality of life better. So it's about education, awareness, and this program will help with that. There are many other initiatives being done in India, in UK, all across the world to make menopause the center stage of discussion. So as things move forward, hopefully more and more women will be able to seek help and get help.
Dr. Vikram, I think we'll stop at this in our first episode with this knowledge of menopause, why menopause happens, what are the physiological changes that happen in our body, and why we should address this issue, because all this that happens in a woman's body are very important symptoms, and many of us think that it is just a way of life because now I've attained my menopause, now my periods have stopped, and we accept it so easily. But certainly help can be sought. And friends, please have patience and do watch our next episode where we are going to talk about long-term effects of menopause, the health effects of the health parameters that get affected in menopause, and what are the treatment options that we have. Thank you so much.